It's Todd Carey. I'm live at the Gramercy Park Hotel here in New York City. And today I have the pleasure of welcoming one of my favorite bands, Bastille. Guys, they're on our Periscope. Say hi. I know we have a bunch of people joining. Hey guys.
How you doing?
Right on. So honored to have Bastille here on the Periscope. And in advance for this broadcast, we sent out questions and we got a deluge of responses. 500, 600, 700 questions for you guys. And I thought I would throw some at you, but wanted to start as a general music fan and ask you guys some questions.
Cool.
Could we start by introducing each of you? Awesome.
Cool. I'm Will. I play guitar in a band called Bastille.
I'm in the same band. I play keys and my name's Kyle.
I'm Dan, I sing a bit.
And I'm really good at drums and I'm called Woody.
I like it. Okay guys, tonight, first night of the US tour.
Yes.
So what's different on the first night, say when you're finishing the last night and you've been out on the road for a while? Like what's tonight all about?
Practice.
There it is.
We're loads more excited, but we're way worse at the songs, pretty much. No, it's just, yeah, I don't know. We're just pretty excited to play some new songs. Like, you know, we were talking earlier on, and we've got songs that we haven't ever played ever before in front of anyone, except for each other. Yeah, lots. And we're excited about playing tonight in this kind of like this little intimate setting.
Very cool. Anything else, guys? Any other first night excitements?
Well, we've basically tried to crowbar an arena-sized amount of gear into a pub, so it's going to be cozy to say the least.
I love that. I can imagine that would translate into some great energy. First night mixed with a small, kind of intimate setting, but in a pretty amazing location.
And hopefully not lots of people just being like,
You're going to be hearing
so
drums.
loud.
It's that horrible noise you're making. Yeah.
Love it, love it. Well, that actually streamlines into the next question. You guys were talking about new music, and kind of in preparation for this interview, you have a fan base that is really excited for this next record. I know I personally am. For a band that I feel defies kind of expectations of what we're used to like on pop radio,
Yeah.
what can we expect from a band that brings the unexpected?
I don't know, I think like our whole thing has been to constantly, you know, with our album, across our mixtapes and everything, to just try and do different things and try different genres and experiment. And so with the next album, it's really been a case of figuring out like what we want to do. And I think a lot of people that we really admire make music that sort of spans a lot of genres and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully it's just a collection of really good songs that don't sound mental and different and weird. But we, you know, hopefully that'll come across. But also, you know, we have had the experience of playing live for 3 years together. So and knowing kind of we want to make an album that's fun to tour as well. So.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully it's not rubbish.
Create something in the studio that feels good live, because that's such a huge part of what you guys are doing.
Yeah, totally. I think because of the success we had on our first album that we weren't really expecting, I think there's an expectation. I think with a lot of bands that kind of have a bit of success in their first record, that they're going to go and write an album for big venues and write like an arena album or a stadium album. I think we want to write interesting big songs, but not just to sound epic for the sake of sounding epic. So hopefully the record itself will actually sound like a bit smaller. I think we want to wear our influences more, and you know, if we like hip hop beat, make it way more hip hop. Obviously we don't rap, but yeah.
This guy does.
He's been working on his flow in a big way.
Can we get some of that?
Whoa. It's not quite ready yet. I'm a perfectionist
Okay.
when it comes to my flow. So yeah.
I mean, who isn't really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's great. I know everyone's super excited about the new record. Really looking forward to hearing that. And so will you guys be previewing new songs tonight, or is it you're doing stuff that you haven't done in a while? Or?
Yeah, I think we've got 5 new tunes for the next record to play.
Live Periscope, guys.
Love it. We've got 5, and there's a couple that we've literally never played outside of our house studio before.
So cool.
We will see. I think we're kind of a bit nervous about when and where to kind of first unveil them, but I reckon we'll play them tonight. It's always funny playing new music because as the performer, I guess for all of us, it's not as fun because it's quite nice to play something people know and like get like a physical reaction, but you know, creatively it's nice to play new stuff as long as you don't get booed out and get like dry moldy fruit thrown. That's never.
Where are they
nice.
getting this fruit from?
I'm giving it out.
At the start.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Big move.
It's a good
Such
test.
a bold
it's a good
move.
test of how bad they do music.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of a better, like, more intimate place to play new stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah.
If you're playing in a big room, it might be a little more challenging. So this is a great place to do it.
Totally. I hope so. And maybe people will be talking so much that they're ready to hear it. So.
Yeah, absolutely, right? We'll try not to blow out your voice before we start here. So just moving right along super quick. Dan, I've heard you're a huge film buff. I even heard you mention Home Alone earlier. I know that's one of the artier pieces that you're into.
That and Jurassic Park are up there with the most inaccessible stuff I've been to.
Absolutely, right? It's just small art films.
Yeah, of course.
So is there anything in particular that you guys are watching or that you like that you could recommend that's current, or something that's just kind of got you recently blown away?
I watched on the plane here, I watched a very little known film called Mad Max.
Yes.
That I feel like I need to eulogize about because no one's heard of it. What about you, William?
I've been watching more TV stuff than films at the minute, which if I can answer TV then...
yeah, let's bring that into it.
I'm basically growing another larger ball patch here from watching Leftovers, just because I'm not sure what the hell is going on. That's scratching my head mostly. It feels like you've accidentally started watching an episode that's like 4 ahead of where you actually are, but you've not. No.
I saw a documentary called Cartel Land, which I saw advertised actually on a billboard here, which was amazing.
You liked it?
Yeah, it's amazing for a documentary. It's so it's amazingly shot and really well put together. You, Carl?
I am still obsessed with this film. It's called What We Do in the Shadows, and one of the guys, Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords, is in it, and it's basically like a kind of documentary film crew are allowed into this house in New Zealand that's got free. It's got it's all vampires. They're all vampires. And
of course.
But it's, of course. And but it's you can't explain it. It's the weird, awkward kind of comedy, and it's so good. Obviously, like Jermaine, and it's him and some other mates, and they're all into music, and they're all hilarious. And it's like it kind of went a bit under the radar in the UK, and it's so good. What We Do in the Shadows, I would recommend it. Go and watch it.
What about you? Are there any good new films?
What did I just see? Actually, I just saw, this is another art pick, but I saw the new Hunger Games movie over the weekend and really liked it.
Really?
Yeah. Not typically my normal thing that I'd see, but it was great. It's good filmmaking, good acting, good story.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Exactly.
Good Jennifer Lawrence.
Great Jennifer Lawrence, exactly.
Use the words.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, because the one before was such a build-up.
Right.
It's like that you now have to go see it just
has
for
the payoff.
Okay, yeah.
I will say that. Yeah. So obviously I mentioned before we even started. I'm sorry. Did you have one? I totally
Well, I was quite
cut you
glad
off.
that you haven't
Yes.
actually watched any film or television.
You're
from
busy playing
months.
harmonica.
Yeah, it's
Right.
I've watched a lot of harmonica tutorials on YouTube.
Nice.
So,
It's not.
The next step is like chromatic Stevie Wonder stuff.
I know, yeah,
Good.
it's a bit beyond it. I can just about.
Romantic
you know,
harmonica.
I'm more of a diatonic guy.
Get the B flat and the G.
Ooh, I've got the B flat and G. Classic 2 keys.
Great. So as I said before, we're live, which is pretty cool. I'm seeing questions as they come in, but one that I've seen that has come up like repeatedly is, what are your guys' favorite hangs in New York? When you come into NYC, what's like the go-to for you guys?
We have a bit of a tradition of going to the meatball shop every time.
I love it.
Yeah. Like, the first time I ever came here, I was taken there by a friend, and now we just go all the time. It's amazing.
It's a trip we go to every day.
Do you guys have a standard meatball shop order?
We just try to mix it up, I think.
I think tomorrow we're just trying to just squiggle on it, all over it, so see what comes out.
Yeah, just smear the menu. And see
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
Actually on the meatball.
All right, mate. That's art.
I'll just key in our viewers here. So we have a bunch of questions coming in live. We're talking about the meatball shop in New York City. When you order, you write on the menu, essentially.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And you use terms like ordering naked balls, that type of thing. It goes
But
to that.
I mean, you
level.
could do. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you're into.
It's the recommended vernacular of the restaurant.
Got ya.
Right. Okay. Quite cool.
You know, just in case you wanted to say. Yeah, absolutely. So, great, New York City. Tell me a little bit about the Gramercy. Have you stayed here before? Are you a fan? I hear you've gotten a lot of Starwood points now. You're excited.
Apparently.
Yes. Have you stayed at this hotel before? Or?
Stayed here last night.
All right. What do you think?
It's great. It's really.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really cool.
Thing is with really nice hotels that I often, and I had it with this one, you walk in and it's just better than your house, and it's like, oh god.
And then you
Feel,
feel,
I
and
go
then
back to my not so nice.
you're enjoying it, and then you also feel bad about your life.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
how little you've achieved.
it just makes me think, like, can we bother with any kind of decoration I could make my home look a bit nicer, but then it's really nice.
It's safe to
Floors,
say you
the
guys.
floors, the blue. I'm just naming things.
I'm just naming colours. It's got doors, mate.
Just
Saying what you see.
These are good chairs, though.
That's a good table as well.
Handsome.
You have to literally list everything in this room.
It does look comfortable. Okay, let's move on. New music. New music. Who are you guys listening to? What like current bands / tracks? Just like even if they're one-offs. What's like lighting you guys up right now?
There's a guy called Jack Garrett who is amazing. He's actually not that new, but we've sort of been fans of his for a couple of years, and it feels like he's about to massively break through in a big way. And he's
Deservedly
incredible.
so.
Deservedly so. Yeah, he plays kind of everything. He's like one of those. You watch him and you're like, this is really good, but I also feel like I should quit music and go and work in a shop because you win. He's so brilliant, and there's a guy that I love called Rationale, who's amazing and sort of just starting out.
One thing we're getting across the screen here is a lot of people responding to Jack
Garrett.
Yeah, so we
yeah.
got Periscope people at home enjoying Jack Garrett. Please do chime in, Periscope people, with questions. We'll be kind of keeping an eye on. We're focused on Bastille here, but so Jack Garrett is one for everyone to check out.
Jamie Woon just released his album, which I've been waiting for since for ages.
How good is it?
It's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I don't know anything else that's.
There's a tune by Shura that I really like. It's very, very 80s. I'm really a lot.
Tennyson just released an EP, but I don't know if that's for everyone.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like a bit of, I don't know if it's, I don't know if any of you lot like it. It's more electronic-y.
We do love these guys a lot.
Cool. Nothing but thieves.
I like
Nice
that.
Fast Essex. Who else? I really like Slaves as well.
Slaves.
They're looking to two-piece from Kent. I don't know why I know every band's home county, but you know.
On the research, you know where they're from. What about you, man?
What am I hearing right now? What am I enjoying?
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
No, not at all.
It's his life, I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pressure.
What am I? You know, it's funny. I grew up listening to the Grateful Dead, so I've been they're kind of it's totally like left of what we're talking about, but they've kind of had a revival right now. So I've been kind of revisiting that.
Amazing.
Yeah, to me, kind of what you said when you're making your new record. For me, it's all about the song. If there's like a great song, it doesn't matter what genre. Personally, my aesthetic right now, I'm loving like the 80s throwback we're seeing in a lot of bands and a lot of records. The 1975, for example, is one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, so totally looking forward to you guys' record.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
We should make some like throwback stuff.
Yeah.
Try and change it.
That's cool.
Yeah, the 1975 album, that would be really good to hear.
The new 1975
Yeah,
record,
yeah.
yeah. The single was good. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's perfect.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So moving right along, this is one we pulled from. This is one of the weirder ones that we pulled, and I'm seeing stuff here on Periscope. As you can see, we have a lot of questions coming in. But one question that came in was, are any of you guys on Tinder?
No, people keep telling us about this thing called Rayo, which is like Tinder for people in creative industries. So I just met up with a friend who was telling me that he's on it and it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
My girlfriend did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife would be thrilled if I was on Tinder.
So the short answer is no.
The short answer is no. I imagine that you guys are on the road a lot, so it might be tough.
Or useful.
Or useful. Depending on that.
Actually, one of our guys on the crew, one of our mates,
My hero.
was able to. I don't know where he got this kind of hack from, where you could tell your phone where you were going to be, and then there's like a sort of I guess some algorithm thing that basically you go there and it just likes the first 50 people that come up, and so he lands and goes.
It's like a bot.
Right. And he's done. He's out. And we don't see him for like he should be working, but we don't see him for weeks.
He's always very tired when you see him as well.
It's not a sexual thing that he just likes cuddles.
I caught him having sex once.
Whoa.
When? Where?
On the bus in Coachella.
Oh, I remember that.
He was like, you know, you see an animal in the headlight and you know what? It's amazing. Anyway, it's live, guys. It's live.
So there you have it, Bastille and Tinder, guys. Bastille and Tinder. All right, so just kind of wrapping it up, a couple more questions here. Obviously, one of the questions is, what are your plans for the holidays? You guys are just embarking on your tour. How long is that going for? When are you guys taking a break coming up? I know you're coming off a break. What's kind of the plan personally and professionally?
Home for Christmas.
Home for Christmas.
Yeah. So we're doing this run of dates in the States, which is really fun, and then I guess as soon as we get back, it's kind of finalising everything for the album, like videos, artwork, getting ready to have a very busy year next year, hopefully.
Well,
if anyone cares.
I will
we
say-
might also, this could be over. We might.
I don't think so, judging by the
Well, I wrecked
response
it.
of that scene.
Yeah, we ruined it. That Tinder joke was too far. Yeah.
There really is an appetite from what I've seen for the new music, so I'm excited to hear it, guys. All right, last question. Who are you most interested to meet? I know that's a little bit of an interesting one. I'm sure you guys have met a lot of folks out on the road. Anyone in particular, musicians, celebrities, just friends, whatever?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's
You know they're using Bondage just to advertise England.
good.
To advertise Great Britain. It's like James Bond
That's
comes
what we
to
all like.
Great Britain.
The first good connection to
Yeah.
England. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'll happily accept that.
How do you think Daniel Craig feels as an ambassador for his country?
I think he'd probably be honoured. I don't know. It doesn't sound like he's had much to say.
No.
Appropriated him.
He didn't put his special branded watch on, his special branded beer, put him in a boat. and put one of those-
Where else would you want?
No, exactly. Where do you want to meet? Who do you want to meet, Woody? Moving swiftly on.
Is that? Who would I like to meet?
I don't know. I feel like I've got a.
Obama.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Why not? I bet he's wicked. I bet he does a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Buzzer. Buzzer Obama.
Right. And over to you, Kyle.
Oh wow. I don't know. I feel quite fulfilled in my life, having met people.
So no one ever again.
No, after this room of wonderful people I'm in at the minute, I'm just gonna leave and I'm never gonna see anyone again. That's it.
You retire to a hotel room and lock the door.
It's better than my own house, so yeah.
Before we get out of here, one thing I'm seeing flash across the screen: David Lynch. I hear you have a specific fascination for him, and it's coming through. It's coming through quite clear. What is it about David Lynch that you like as a filmmaker?
He's down to actual dad.
He's my father.
Is that true?
No.
I'd be way
I'm the most gullible person I've ever
No,
met. Now you guys know.
I'm just a massive fan. I love Twin Peaks. And all of his films. And since I was a kid, I've been really obsessed with them. And just think his aesthetic is amazing. And I'm just an embarrassing fanboy. Did a remix of one of his songs once, and then he really liked it, so he invited me to go meet him at his studio, and I lost my mind.
That is cool.
Yeah, I lost my mind. I was having to rein in the fanboy thing in a really big way, and I failed.
But they got a picture, and it's honestly father and son. It used like the hair, everything. It's just like it's just a smaller model and with less grey hair.
It's quite embarrassing meeting the person whose aesthetic you've been ripping off.
Yeah.
2 years suddenly, you're like, oh hi, wasn't expecting this to happen. But it was kind of like I think he's amazing, really talented, and I think an example of someone who's really cool who he does paintings, he does art, he does photography, he does film, he does short films, he brews coffee,
Music.
he makes music, he's done albums. Yeah, I think I love those kind of mad creatives who can do whatever the fuck they want. I think it's brilliant.
So cool. Well, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Anything you want to add before we send you off for the night?
I'd also like to meet the person who broke into my band and stole my drums 4 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And kneecap them.
Wouldn't be a band if that didn't happen one time. I'll say it.
Always end on the threat of violence. The number one rule.
All right, guys. Well, want to thank you guys so much again for tuning in today. We've had Bastille here. Awesome guys. Great show tonight here at the Gramercy in New York. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys very soon. Thanks again.